Hi, welcome to Scented Pages. I am on my way to the library. I've got a weekend planned of fun book activities, fun free book activities, I should say. I am on my way to the library right now to meet up with some of my girlfriends that I've been reading with and have a little chit chat with them. So I said, well, maybe I'll try to make a video about it, and then tomorrow the book thing is open, so I'm gonna try to get there right after work tomorrow morning. So this should be fun, and I can tell you all about the books that I get, blah blah blah. So let me see. I've read a lot this week. The Brandon Massey book that I've read was Good Intentions by him, and I liked it. It was okay. The twist really didn't get my Twizzler the way I wanted it to. It didn't really hit hard for me. It was just okay. With the twist being, well, of course I'm not going to give it away. I don't want to give it away. But it was just okay for me. The story, it was good. But like I said, this experience, it was just okay. I think maybe I'll give that one a 3 out of 5 stars. And then also, I read another Tanisha Stewart book. Which one? Which Tanisha Stewart book did I read? The Hitchhiker. Yes, I read The Hitchhiker by Tanisha Stewart. And that was a good story too. My only issue with that one is the title. I felt like it should have been called like The Bridegroom Killer or something, because The Hitchhiker really didn't have anything to do with like the story or whatever. She didn't really hitchhike. Okay, so like what, maybe I'm wrong. What I consider hitchhiking is like a person like really on like a long trip type situation, and they are getting in multiple people's cars getting to a destination. Like I consider that as a hitchhiker. She was set up and her car ended up breaking down, and a guy that she was familiar with but did not know came by, ended up picking her up. She was just walking. Is that considered hitchhiking? She got in the car with him. I mean, I would consider it stupid, but I don't know so much about hitchhiking. But the majority of the story was about this detective trying to track down this serial killer in the area, and his name was the Bridegroom Killer. That's what I thought that it should have been called. That was my main issue with the story, but it was so good. And also in the story, the girl, the main character in it, her name is Vanessa. It was really good. Well, her name is Vanessa, and when she, like a dummy, goes to meet this guy across town, instead of having him come to her, like her sister said, and any thinking woman would do, she goes to him, and while she was on the plane ride with him, she is listening to the audiobook The Prodigy by Kenya Moss Don, and I thought that was cute because I also listen to The Progeny, not Prodigy, The Progeny by Kenya Mostan, and it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, so the character Vanessa was on a plane ride, and while she was on the plane ride, she was listening to that audio book, and I thought that was cute. I like it when authors shout out to other authors in their books, because I definitely go and read their literature too. I go and read whatever book they shouted out to. So I did read Progeny, and it's so good. I really enjoyed it. I'm doing my hair, so while I was cornrolling my hair, I listened to that, and I got 1 more hour of it left, and oh my goodness, so I really enjoy it. I liked it. So I finally got to the library. I'm going to wrap this little part up right here and hit you guys up a little bit later.
Is that so? I was like, yep. I had it right in my hand. I'm like, nope.
Right. So I know that's right. So I've been on is it literary fiction? So what is literary fiction? Do you know exactly what it is? Is it just literature?
Is it just no? I don't know.
Because I feel like it's its own thing. But anyway, I've been really on this vintage black author. I've been on the Harlem Renaissance authors, Toni Morrison, Zora Neale Hurston. I know that they are. Zora is Harlem Renaissance. Toni isn't, of course. I've been on Zora Neale Hurston, and they're all very beautifully written, more written like poetry, as opposed to the urban fiction is more written in layman's terms and everyday language. Toni Morrison and Zora, like I said, are written poetically. I've read The Bluest Eye by Toni. You ever read that?
I tried, I couldn't get through it.
Whoa! Why not?
I think because of my dyslexia, I just can't. I have a hard time processing her writing style. But I know she's good. I'm not saying she's bad. I just have a hard time. So I was on my Bookstagram, and one of the consecrators was saying on there the books that she reads, and Toni Morrison was one of the authors that she reads, and she was like, a lot of people have a hard time processing her books, so then she came up with a collection of books that I should read first, so that I could better process her books. And one of them was what is it called? Because I have the book. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna pull it up. But it's like a book therapy book.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it just helped me break it down. Because I'm like, I have a lot of her books. I have her anthology too, but I want to read it, but it's just my brain I have a hard time processing her books.
And that's completely understandable. A lot of people feel that way, especially with Beloved and her heavier books. But I did really like The Bluest Eye. That one wasn't too hard for me.
I gotta go back into it. I also got some books by Audre Lorde that I need to really.
But that's why she's studied in schools. There's not a whole lot of black authors that are studied in schools, and Toni is definitely good. That's actually what turned me on to her. Is that my daughter? I won't say what turned me on to her. That's what for right now, brought my attention to her. Was that my daughter had to read one of her books, and she was like, "Mom, I don't understand it." And I was like, "Let me see what I can do." So,
Here's the book. She's not on the cover. That's just her standing in front of it. But it's called Bibliotherapy in the Bronx. So
cute. Send it to me on there.
So she was saying and I have a copy, when the book first came out. She's a therapist originally from the Bronx, but she moved I've read it a little bit. I need to go through it, but like she just helps break stuff down. She talks about how to use reading as a form of therapy.
Make sure you send it to me, inbox it to me. That sounds amazing.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Yeah, because it really does. That's what I said. I've been going through so much, girl, with experiencing getting older and so many different things with my mom and my mother. It's been a whole lot. And I just told myself that I really was going to dive deeper into reading. Fortunately for me, reading has always been therapeutic and always been what I use to help myself feel better. So it's not, too hard. I said, so I'm just going to really, really dive deeply into like watching documentaries, watching my shows, really reading my library, and really getting into physically reading and using my brain to read the books. You're absolutely right. That sounds amazing.
And like she'll even pick out she talks online about how she uses that with her clients. That's what started her to that's what made her want to write a book about it. So she has them read certain books like based on what they're dealing with, going through to help them process.
That sounds amazing.
So I need to like really get back into the book. Like I was so excited when I found out about the book, and then to hear that she's from the same area I'm from.
Okay.
I actually saw her, but I wasn't sure if it was her because we went to the Bronx Book Festival. I might have missed her. She was on panel. I was like, that's her. That's Emily. I was like, you know what? She looked like she was trying to get somewhere. She was trying to be inconspicuous. I recognized her. I was like, I'm gonna let her go back with this.
Oh, that's cool.
But I saw her, because I'm not one of those people just because you're in a public eye or you're known for certain things. I'm not one of those people that's gonna impose.
You better than me. I'd have been like, hey, honey, I got that book. Oh my goodness. I'd have kept it pushing, but I'd have definitely said something.
Now, she was moving fast, but I wasn't really sure if it was her, and I don't want to be one of those people that get it wrong.
Right, okay.
Like people do here, like when I'm up on York Road, everybody swear look like their cousin, their auntie, so-and-so sister. I'm like,
No, I am not.
all the time when I'm on York Road, I just look at people. Or to be like, one man was like, hey, and I just kept walking.
Because you're definitely not talking to me.
Right. But he wasn't like saying it in like a way, but just trying to get my attention. And then he was like, oh, so you're not going to speak? And I turned, I said, excuse me? He was like, I'm so sorry. You look like my cousin so-and-so.
The
we going
way
to bullshit again.
I'd have kept it pushing still. Oh, so you're not going to speak? No.
And I kept walking. He said what he said, and he was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, I kept walking.
Yeah.
I'm not engaging with you. Leave me alone.
I'm going to sit this pile right here. I see a couple of more that are catching my eye.
I'm sure. And it starts to show the early dynamics of the mom.
Losing it?
She kind of seems like she has personality disorder.
Oh.
She flip-flops.
So it's definitely giving mental illness of some sort.
Yes. And trying to make that the housemaid seem like she's crazy. It's not her.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to definitely listen to it.
It's not her. I'm supposed to be submersive reading it, but I keep forgetting to open up the damn audio book.
I love a good submersive read. That's what I'm going to do with this Zora Neale Hurston book. Hopefully. It depends on when it comes up in the Libby Library. But I love a good submersive read.
Libby be having me struggling and having all the good books come up at one time. I'm like,
I know.
Seriously.
And then the wait be, you got a 12-week wait in there.
And then you done forgot the 12 weeks went by. And you got that book coming up and then another book coming up. I said, what came up for me? The Best Man came up. Let me pull it up because they pissing me off. Like, I can't listen and read to all these at the same damn time. Are you serious?
And then you only get it for 2 weeks.
Sometimes 21 days depending on the book.
Well, what's been going on with Hoopla?
Oh, Hoopla's gone. Hoopla's gone. They had to let it go.
Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder what's
Trump. See, I got Only for the Week, and this is the second time it came back around. I have that. I have the book too. See, I keep forgetting it was in 12 days. That's the house.
Make sure you listen to it, because I'm going to listen to it too. We can listen to it together at the house.
So
This
then,
week.
So
Let's get
then
into
I
it.
can, so I'm gonna have to just start at 10 on here. But I think I put, how many holes I got? Oh my God. Yeah, see, I put the Best Man back on hold. Applying Pressure, a love story by Siobhan Latrice. That's urban fiction.
Okay.
What Have You Done? Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends. Like, I got so many I had to. These are all the books that I had to put on hold that just was coming up at the same time. And I was dying for this one.
Do you make tags on there?
I got tags on it, but they was pissing me off. Because why you got all the good books coming up at one time? I can't do that to me.
I know. You're like, I'm only one person. But then you want to read them all, though. Being only one person. Crazy. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna read you the. Oh man, I left my glasses in the house. Shaw Connolly Lives to Tell. Oh, Shaw Connolly is no stranger to trauma. As a fingerprint analysis, she's one of the first on site for crimes, including murder scenes and mysterious strings of arsons popping up throughout the rural Maine community of her department. But the tragedy of her little sister's disappearance 16 years ago was always weird on
To me, it just made it messy.
Yeah.
It just, why are you complicating shit?
That too. And for me, when you start inviting outside people into it, now it's no longer sacred and cute. It's not, it doesn't mean the same thing anymore. When it was just midnight and this cute little Asian girl that he was fighting for and that he loved, it was so exclusive and cut off and warm and cute and cozy. And now, like, for what?
He got caught up with this other girl.
Yeah, exactly. Like, for what?
I don't think he was necessarily looking for that at the beginning. I think he got caught up by her and he just didn't want to choose.
And that's annoying. Why would you write it like that?
In Asian culture, they don't get down like that. So.
Yeah.
But the girl was black and Asian, if I'm not mistaken. It's been years since I read it, but she was Blasian. She wasn't all the way.
Oh, I remember. I remember. That's right.
Her mom was Japanese, her father was black.
Yes. I think you're right.
But in Japanese culture, they don't do that. So to me, it was weird that why would she go along with that? She wasn't, in her culture, that's not a thing that they do. So I'm like, why would she go outside her culture? Japanese people are very strict about a lot of shit, and they don't do stuff like that. That's what kind of threw me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not interested in getting or reading book 3. I have the first 2 books, and I wish I didn't buy the second one. It's clean off. I was like, what? Oh, and then they had babies too. I remember they had babies in the second book.
Really? I remember the girl. I remember the one girl, the second girl that he was interested in. She had the baby. Did his first wife have a baby too?
I think she did too.
Yeah. What?
You know what? Now I'm gonna have to go in the basement. Girl, I got ridiculous, man. I got books and boxes in my room. And boxes and bins, and then I got books in it. Now I'm gonna have to dig that book out to see.
Yeah, and when you do, let me know when you get back into it, because I'll read it with you on my phone. Because I like the first book, so I'm gonna have to see how things wrap up for midnight.
I'm trying to make me a list of 90s books that I need to reread that I haven't read in a while, like Fly Girl.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Did you read Fly Girl too?
No.
Oh, Mom, you gotta read Fly Girl too.
Okay.
You gotta read Fly Girl too. So good. I didn't realize in the 90s I read a lot of urban fiction. A lot. And didn't even realize it.
We all were.
But
Eric Jerome Dickey and Omar Tyree with Fly Girl, we was just devouring them.
Yes. Elin Harris.
Yep.
Invisible Life. This too shall pass. I have them. I was eating them books up. I love me some Elin Harris. When Eric Roendicke died, I was sick. Did you read A Wanted Woman by him?
No.
About the black female assassin?
No.
Let me pull that up. Girl, that's a book. Black female assassin. Her name was Golden. She's on the cover with a red, sexy red dress on. But they don't show her head, they just show her body, and she's in a chair, all seductive, in this
Yes.
silky red dress, like, yes, bitch. I'm sexy, but I kill you.
Cute. That's funny, that's cute.
That book reads like a movie. It reads like a movie. It really does.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one to the side and see. Okay. She does look sexy on the cover. It is cute.
You know, legs crossed like this.
This
Don't
doesn't
let
need the
this
baby
food-
pile.
Don't let this food out cut you.
Right. That's cute, and I like women like that, stories like that. I love a good femme fatale.
Mm-hmm. And he wrote this book called Blackbirds. So good.
I have that.
The cover's so gorgeous.
It
so
is.
Good. It's so well written. That book made me cry in a good way. That book is so well written. It's so good. I think that was one of the last books he wrote before he died.
Mm-hmm.
Was Blackbirds.
Okay.
And the cover's gorgeous.
It is. I have it. I have the hardback, and it's a black girl on it. Real dark. It's real pretty. It is real pretty.
I love me some Elin Harris. Invisible Life, and a lot of people was touching on black men living a double life like he was.
Mm-hmm.
But Invisible Life wasn't necessarily about the down low. It was about him coming to like a reckoning with himself, because he was like in turmoil about being gay. He was wrestling and fighting with it, and like leading a double life at first, because he had a girlfriend that he realized that he was more attracted to men. So I don't think it was necessarily down low. I just think he had some like really internalized struggle with who he was and accepting that that's who he was.
I mean,
some men that do other men that do the down low, they know what they like. They just being selfish.
okay. I was about to say, I was thinking that the first scenario was how they are most of the time. They just don't want to accept what is. But
yeah, that's usually the scenario. But some men, they know they just selfish.
that's true. That's true.
I've seen talk shows on that mess. How men just knew that this is what they like, realized it's what they like,
And just didn't care.
and didn't care. And it's like, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna still sleep for her.
This is How to Survive a Horror Story. When legendary horror author Mortimer Kuhn passes a group of writers, when legendary horror author Mortimer Kuhn passes, a group of writers finds themselves invited to his last will and testament reading, expecting a piece of his massive fortune. Each has their own unique connection to the literary icon. Some known, some soon to be discovered, and they've been waiting for their chance to step into the author's shoes for some time. Instead, they arrive at his grand manor and are invited to play a game. The rules are simple. Solve the riddle and progress to the next room. If they don't, the manor will take one of them for itself. You see, the Queen estate was built on the bones of Mortimer's family, and like any true horror story, the house is still very, very hungry. I've been kind of getting into a good haunted house mystery. That's been fun too.
This is the website.
Oh, okay.
We meet every second Sunday of the month. We're meeting up tomorrow to talk about Hold You Down by Tracy Brown.
So do you always read the book? that goes with it. Because sometimes that be my problem, is that I don't always get around to buying it. I don't always get around to reading it. But I do still like to go to the meetup, chit chat, talk, catch up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're not sticklers or strict, because there's times where some of us just can't tolerate it and won't read it.
Right.
Or just haven't read it, or started it but didn't finish it. Or have finished it. So, like, we're not sticklers about that. So even if we didn't read the book, I think because we've been a book club for over a decade, we're just so comfortable with each other. Even if we didn't read the book, we come in because we also come in for community.
Right. So where do you guys usually have your meeting? Well, I mean, I guess if you could get there, I could get there.
It's in Hamden, but we're not meeting in Hamden tomorrow because they're having a holiday, I think, bazaar. So everything's going to be blocked off. So we're going to meet at Red Emma's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is the book. And it was my book pick.
Did you read it?
Yeah. Very well written.
What is it?
Hold You Down by Tracy Bell.
Okay. What's it about? It looks like some girlfriends.
Other sisters, Mercy and Lennox. This was in like the late 80s going into the 90s.
Ooh.
It's good, but it's also sad. But I appreciate how it was wrapped up. It was appropriately ended. Like the ending made sense to the whole storyline.
And I like that too.
They, how they started off, their parents were married, and their dad died. And when their dad died, the mom, she just became irresponsible. She met and married another man. The man didn't want children, so she took both her daughters and dropped them off with her mama.
Oh no!
Said she would come back for them, never did.
Oh no!
So their grandmother ended up raising them.
What the hell?
And the mother would kind of like float in and out. She was a deadbeat mom.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, because when she got married to their dad, she had a hard time conceiving. And like she was so happy to have them, and then when he died and she married somebody else, she just followed the whims of him. It's like she changed who she was as a person.
Not her being the worst kind of pick-me.
Yes.
Like, what in the world? Terrible. Disgusting.
So grandma ended up, their mother's mother, that grandmother ended up raising them. They grew up in Harlem. And they were like sisters and best friends. And how the book opens up, they're at the gravesite, they're at their mother's funeral. And they don't really feel no kind of way about it because she was never there. She wasn't there for them. And they both each have sons. One had a son with a man, I think he got killed. And the other one, when she got pregnant, he abandoned her. They ended up living together, raising their sons together. They were like so deeply entrenched in each other's life to the point where it became an unhealthy codependence. This one here that got the jewelry on, she ended up being a drug dealer. Yeah, Lennox.
That's okay, so.
And Mercy's the more laid back one. Mercy's laid back. She loves to cook. She loves being a mom. Whereas Lennox, I mean, she's raising her son, but she didn't teach him the value of education. It was more so she was just surviving. She didn't put into her son in the same way that her sister put into her son. So those boys they were very different. Like, let me see. Where did the picture go?
You had clicked on it when you were showing me. You had made a mistake and tapped it.
Yeah, there we go. So Lennox, her son's name was Dion. And her son's name was Judah. And they also came from a very religious family, which is why her name was Mercy. And why she named her son Judah from out the Bible. But like, he was a library kid. He was like into reading in school, real heavy. Went to a private school for a little while, even though she really couldn't afford it. He went as long as she could afford it, and then when she started selling drugs, she had went to the private school and paid it up for her, and she got mad. She was like, I don't want your drug money.
I'd have been like, thank you.
No, she believed in doing things the honest way.
No, I feel you.
She, you know, she ended up, they didn't live together after a while, but they both lived in the project. So she was trying to come up out of it the honest way. And Lennox
And that's
was,
always better.
and Lennox was like, I'm trying to get this money. She dated this guy named G.
Not G. They are always trouble.
Mm-hmm.
G ain't never good.
No, this guy named G that introduced her into the drug game.
Oh my.
Well, he was telling her about it. Like she was like, I want to know what it is you do, because she was like, you know, working a job that was paying minimum wage at first. But she was like, he was flashy. He'd pick up in fancy cars, and they would go to these high society black clubs. And she was like, so I want to know what you do when you get this money. So he told her, and they went into partnership. Where the original girl that was cooking the drugs for him got hooked on it. So then he brought Lennox to the crack house and was like showing her what the girl was doing. So he lied to the girl that became an addict. He lied to her and was like, she's gonna be like basically a co-worker, gonna work with you. He was grooming her to boot that girl out because she was getting high off the supply.
It's a wonder she ain't meet her death doing that. Messing with people and getting her off the supply. I mean, I guess it's as long as you pay for it yourself, I guess.
The only reason she didn't was because she was married to G's cousin. And the cousin was in jail. That's a whole other thing. The cousin was in jail.
That doesn't.
Was also in the drug game.
Yeah, you got all the good juicy recommendations.
Yeah, Lennox was something, honey. I don't want to give away too much.
That does sound good.
But like I was reading it, and certain parts was getting my heart rate up.
So, okay, is there a process to joining this book club? Is there something that one has to do, or do you just show up? Because I would imagine that it is probably very closed off, and you guys have a.
I could tell them you're interested in joining and that you're from my book club. And then what happens is everybody takes a vote.
Like a physical vote or a vote in...
Like everybody would have to agree as a group. And everybody's not going to be there tomorrow. So a few members are going to be out, I guess, for the holiday, whatever. So like the following month. But I'll tell.
I was just wondering, I'll keep you posted, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
because I certainly don't want to impose, but I am also interested in a more stable book club.
No, it's an open group. It's an open group because there was a man that was supposed to join, which we didn't really.
Now.
Yeah, it didn't work out and we didn't care. We didn't fight for him.
Because, like, what in the world? That's a whole nother horse of a whole nother color.
I know. I don't really like male energy. Especially not
in my book space, where I want to be with my sisters.
Right. It didn't even work out.
Yeah, I bet it didn't. It sounds like it didn't, and I don't even know what happened.
He was interested but never, like, showed up. And then you could also, like, show up online. Because we have a Zoom page too, which nobody even shows up on. So during the pandemic, we had a white girl on there, and that was weird.
It was terrible. Hello, welcome to Scented Pages. I have the books that I got from the library the other day, and I wanted to share with you what I got. I didn't get out too many because I really wasn't supposed to be getting any at all. But that is so hard for me to do. Plus, I said, well, I won't be so hard on myself because it's not like I have to take them back anytime soon. I don't have to take them back soon. So, and then I just didn't get a whole lot of them. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only got 5. 6 really, but it's just a thin little tiny Langston Hughes book of poetry.
And I'm probably not even going to talk about that one in this video. But the other 5 I got in my cute little library bag. Yeah, we could talk about those. It was such a fun trip. It was so refreshing to be able to sit and talk and catch up with my girlfriend. And I had a pile of like 20 books sitting to the side, and she was laughing at me and she was like, girl, how you gonna be able to dwindle all those books down? She's like, you're gonna end up taking them home. And she was like, when I finally did like whittle down to the final 5 that I got, she was like, I'm surprised that you was able to do that. She said, I thought you was just gonna have so many more books. I was surprised I was able to do it too. But I am really determined this year to get to my personal library. And yeah, so a little reading catch up real quick. I really want to, like I said, I've already reached my reading goal for the year. Maybe I didn't say that, but I've already reached my reading goal for the year. And I'm really, right now, I'm focusing on it. Still trying to get through that. I'm over 200 pages into it. I'm also doing The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, because I want to get through that before the movie comes out on the 19th. So for right now, I'm kind of happy also that I guess Hoopla isn't a thing anymore. I don't know what in the world happened to Hoopla, but I'm kind of happy that I don't have my Hoopla books to worry about, because I've just been on Libby and my Audible, like my regular Audible library and the Plus catalog. I've been having fun with that. So that's what I really want to focus on, like my Audible, my Plus catalog, and Kindle Unlimited is also really fun. But like I said, since I don't have to take the books back, like, you know, right away, I'll just keep them for a good little while, read them slowly, and still incorporate my personal books. Also, the one that I'm reading is back there. Other than it, I'm also physically reading I Invited Her In by Adele Parks, which is really, really good too. I'll be coming back with a update pretty soon on the audios that I've been listening to. I got through some more Tanisha Stewart books, and I also did a Brandon Massey. I talked about that in the video a couple days ago when I went to the library. So yeah, the reading's been good. It's been fun. I'm also listening to Their Eyes Were Watching God right now by Zora Neale Hurston. I have been on my Harlem Renaissance kick for the past few months, and it has had me just really in a chokehold. I kind of gotten away from it for a little while, but now I'm back on my Harlem Renaissance list, wanting to get through as many authors from the Harlem Renaissance as I can, and it's been fun. What else? So I guess that's it for as like a catch up. Let's get into what I got from the library. But look at my little bag. Isn't it so cute? And it looks like it's a library card. And it just says one more chapter. I thought it was cute. And I like the color being pink. So let's start off with, oh my, not straw wrapper. My hardbacks. Yeah, my hardbacks, and then we'll get into a couple of, well, I think I got one thriller, one, I guess this is like a haunted house novel, and then one urban fiction I got by Sister Soldier, which I'm really excited to read because I've had my eye on that one for a while. So yay, let's talk about them. So the first two are based on my whole little Harlem Renaissance obsession. So I have Zora Neale Hurston, The Life of Herod the Great. And it says, in the 1950s, as a continuation of Moses, Man of the Mountain, Zora Neale Hurston penned a historical novel about one of the most infamous figures in the Bible, Herod the Great. In Hurston's retelling, Herod is not the wicked ruler of the New Testament who is charged with the slaughter of the innocents, but a forerunner of Christ, a beloved king who enriched Jewish culture and brought prosperity and peace to Judea. From the peaks of triumph to the depths of human misery, the historical Herod appears to have been singled out and especially endowed to attract the lightning of fate. Hurston writes in intimate of both Mark Anthony and Julius Caesar. The Judean king lived during the 1st century BCE in a time of war and imperial expansion that was rife with political assassinations and bribery as the old world gave way to the new. Portraying Herod within this vivid and dynamic world of antiquity, little known to modern readers, Hurston's unfinished manuscript brings this complex, compelling, and misunderstood leader fully into focus. Hurston shared her findings about Herod's rise, his reign, and his waning days in letters to friends and associates. Text from 3 of these letters concludes the manuscript in an intimate way. Scholar-editor Deborah G. Plant's commentary, A Story Finally Told, assesses Hurston's pioneering work and underscores Hurston's perspective that the 1st century BCE has much to teach us, and that the lens through which we view this dramatic and stirring era is the life and times of Herod the Great. That's interesting. Yeah, I have this also in my Libby library coming up, so I'm gonna immersive read this when it does come up in my library. I'll turn these like this. See. When it does come up in my Libby library, that's gonna be fun. And then next, so my girlfriend that I was at the library with, Shanti, she told me about this one. She pointed this one out and I grabbed it, went ahead and checked it out. I thought it sounded really interesting and cute. So it says, it is Harlem Rhapsody by Victoria Christopher Murray. In 1919, a high school teacher from Washington, D.C. arrives in Harlem, excited to realize her lifelong dream. Jessie Redmond Fawcett has been named the literary editor of The Crisis, the first Black woman to hold this position at a preeminent Negro magazine. That was funny, my bad. I couldn't get it out. Jessie is poised to achieve literary greatness, but she holds a secret that jeopardizes it all. W.E.B. Du Bois, the founder of The Crisis, is not only Jessie's boss, but her lover. And neither his wife nor their 14-year age difference can keep the two apart. Amidst rumors of their tumultuous affair, Jessie is determined to prove herself. She attacks the challenge of discovering young writers with fervor, finding 16-year-old County Cullen, 17-year-old Langston Hughes, and Nella Larson, who becomes one of her best friends. Under Jessie's leadership, The Crisis thrives, and every African-American writer in the country wants their work published there. When her first novel is released to great acclaim, it's clear that Jessie is at the heart of a renaissance in Black music, theater, and the arts. She has shaped a generation of literary legends, but as she strives to preserve her legacy, she'll discover the high cost of her unparalleled success. Wow. That sounds interesting and a little spicy. Yay. And what I like too about this library, and Shanti had suggested that we meet up at this particular library, is that it has so many Black authors, books by Black authors, written by Black people, that is really hard to come by in like the county libraries and in other libraries located in other places. These are so highly concentrated with Black authors, and I love that. That is so much fun to me. So now, the last hardback that I got is Model Home by Rivers Solomon. I've heard of him. I've never read him before, but I have heard of him, and I've seen that his books get pretty good reviews. So, Model Home. The three Maxwell siblings have kept their distance from the lily-white gated enclave outside Dallas where they grew up. It wasn't being the only Black kids in the neighborhood that pushed the children to flee, but rather the strange and inexplicable things that began to happen in the house as soon as they moved in. Was it some cosmic trial, a demonic rite of passage into the upper class? Whatever it was, the Maxwells, steered by their formidable mother, stayed put, unwilling to abandon their home, terrors and traumas be damned. As adults, the siblings finally got away from the horrors of home, leaving their parents alone in the house. But when news of their parents' deaths arise, Esri is forced to return to Texas with their sisters, Eve and Emmanuel, to reckon with the family's past and present, and to find out what happened while they were away. Rivers Solomon has turned the haunted house novel on its head. Unbridled, raw, and daring, Model Home is a story of secret histories uncovered and of a family battling for their right to live, grieve, and heal amid the terrors of contemporary American life. That sounds interesting. I've been kind of into these little haunted house books, little ghost stories. They've been kind of fun. I've been keeping it light and fluffy though, like nothing too deep. So we'll see how this goes, because if it gets to be too much for me, I will be DNFing it. But it sounds cute though so far. And like I said, I hear good things about Rivers Solomon. So the two books, however, that I am most excited about, other than that one about W.E.B. Du Bois, is Sister Soldier and The Hive. So I have The Coldest Winter Ever in my library over there, but I have already read that. I've never read this one before. And I also did the Midnight series. Oh, that first book in Midnight, chef's kiss, the best. But this one is about Portia, Winter's little sister. Let me see. It says, a deeper love inside is written in the words of Portia Santiago, Winter's sharp-tongued, quick-witted younger sister. Portia worships Winter. A natural-born hustler, Portia is also cut from the same cloth as her father, the infamous Ricky Santiago. Passionate and loyal to the extreme, Portia refuses to accept her new life in group homes, foster care, and juvenile detention after her wealthy family is torn apart. Portia, unique, young, and beautiful, cries as much as she fights and uses whatever she has to reclaim her status. Unselfishly, she pushes to get back everything that ever belonged to her loving family. In A Deeper Love Inside, fans will encounter their favorite characters from The Coldest Winter Ever, including Winter and Midnight. Ooh, yay! Sister Soldier's soulful writing will again move your heart and open your eyes to a shocking reality. Yay! Really looking forward to that. Then last, but certainly not least, we have The Hive by Scarlett Braid. And this is a nice, simple, and quick synopsis. It says, you want to listen carefully. No, I want you to listen carefully to every word I say. Then I want you to decide whether Lincoln Jackson should live or die. Thousands watch as Charlotte Goodwin streams live on Instagram. Her ex-boyfriend kneels before her, hands tied. As his past deeds are revealed, how will the viewers judge him? What would you decide? That sounds good. That sounds fun. So those are the books that I got. And like I said, that other thin book of Langston Hughes poetry. I'm gonna wrap this up now because I've got to get ready to get out of here and get to work. But it's okay. I'm excited. I have a nice, easy job where I can relax and get some things done in there. So you like my cup with my little gingerbread men on it? I thought they were cute. They look like little teddy bears. I guess they could look like little teddy bears too. Alrighty, I will see you all next time.